What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for the super quick video, and today we'll be talking about vert. We'll talk about how it works, like what are the stuff that really touch, how much is the boost, and I'll be trying to compare it to some other stuff so you'll have more perspective on how much is the boost. And at the end, I'll give my recommendations on how much vert your build needs. And by the way, I uploaded a lot of stuff on the channel already, so it would be really awesome if you guys can check it out. So now let's get right into it. So now for the first one, let's see if it will affect interior blocking. So now for the test, I'll be doing this sequence here in lots of repetitions and take note of their coverages and get their average. I'll test for minimum and maximum just to see if there will be a reasonable difference. And now for the results, I got a decent difference. That's 5 percentage point difference. That's not too big though, but at least we know that it affects it. Now, to give you more perspective on how small that one is, I tried the same test with 25 and 99 block rating, and here are the results. And here you can see I got around 30 percentage point difference, so meaning in terms of interior challenge, block rating has more impact compared to vert. Which sounds fair to be honest, because the only job of block rating is to swat shots, while vert has a lot of jobs. And by the way, I believe that these results will reflect to chase down blocks as well. Same principle, yes, vert will affect it, but block rating will have more impact. Now for the next one, what about on perimeter challenge? I did pretty much the same test, but this time it'll be 3-point shots. And here you can see there's no reasonable gap between 25 and 99. That gap there is just a margin of error, so meaning it doesn't touch your perimeter challenge. Keep in mind that's minimum and maximum. If it really affects it, then it should be at least noticeable. So that's it for the challenge part. Now let's move on to the dunking part. We all know that it unlocks dunk animations, that's given, but we're not talking about that. We'll talk about the actual effects, like will it enlarge your green windows, or maybe it will let you take off from farther range. Now for the first one, does it enlarge your green window? So I'll be doing this sequence here in lots of repetitions, and I'll take snapshots of their green windows. And to make this test more accurate, I'll try to keep each samples the same, like the defender should be here always, and the dunker will take off around this part. And now for the results, 25 to 99 vert is not showing any reasonable difference. Again, that's 25 to 99, that's minimum and maximum. If it really affects it, then at least it should be noticeable. And now you might ask, Choots, then what are the stuff that will enlarge or shrink the dunk meter green window? I haven't tested everything yet, but of course the positioning of the defender and dunker may affect it, and maybe some other badges can do it, but in here I tested for 70 and 99 dunk ratings, and here are their meter snapshots. So a 29 driving dunk rating gap will show this difference. It may vary on lots of things, but this will give you an idea. So before we go to the next part, just want to invite you guys to like the video if liking so far, and if you're new here, I'm Choots and I do lots of detailed badge and stat testings. First week I'm going to do stuff like, speed with ball, strength, acceleration, vert, and all the stuff you need to know on the first week before you finalize your build. And I'm doing this thing full time, so expect a lot of videos coming your way. Trust me, subscribing to this channel will be one of your best investment this year. So now going back, what about the takeoff point of your dunks? Will the game let you take off from farther range if you have higher vert? Let's find out. And here you can see 25 and 99 vert can take off at the same part of the floor. So it means it doesn't really directly affect it. But technically, yes, it can let you because you can unlock better animations, which most of them can take off from farther range if you have higher vert. But in terms of direct boost, it doesn't affect it. So in terms of dunking, based on this test, I believe vert only lets you unlock dunk animations, which makes sense to be honest because in terms of dunking, there's a lot of stuff that are affecting it already, like your badges, dunking stats, height, wingspan, dunk meter success, and some other stuff. I'm not canceling it out 100% yet because maybe there's a really small multiplier in there that is really hard to see on a test like this, but it's either it unlocks animations only or there are some other boosts, but it will be really super small that you don't need to worry about it. Now for the next part, what about on rebounding? I'm not gonna lie, I've been testing lots of stuff for 5 years already, and I think I'm kind of creative on finding a way to test stuff, but this rebounding thing here, I can't really find a way. It's just hard to test for something that you can't control one of the major variable, which is the location where the ball will bounce off. So in this one here, I'll just make my smart assumption. So I believe it touches rebounding, but I don't think it will affect it that much. Same principle with block rating. I believe rebound rating will have more impact on rebounds than vert. So now for the recommendation, how much vert should you put on your build? Of course, it's a personal preference based on your build and playstyle, but for the most part, I highly advise to just unlock whatever SIGs or badges you want to unlock. I don't feel like it's worth the max, unless you'll be a scrappy build that will really double down on blocks and rebounds. So let me know in the comment section, how much vert are you planning to put on your build? So that's all for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.